All righty. I think we are live. Let's just double check. Make sure everything is working for us this morning. Last Sunday we had a couple issues, so I just want to make sure we're not having those same ones on this stream. Bear with me 1 second here. I think the footage is not great. You guys seeing okay footage and audio over on your ends? Let me know. But we'll say good mornings while we're kind of waiting for the feedback. So we've got Well Done Tanks in the house being a great moderator for us already this morning. We've got Blake Gordon. We've got Jesse James. We've got Rodders 1203. We've got Michael's Fish Room. Good morning, Mike. We've got Because You're Fish. And we've got Maria and the monkeys in the house. Good morning. Leo, welcome as well. Redfish, Bluefish, good morning. Let's just make sure that everything is still going good. It says the picture's bad. Let me see here if that is what's still happening. Let's see. Is anyone else seeing the bad footage on your end? So we did just switch over to another setup again. We're trying to, figure it all out here. Let me see if maybe I can just change an option here to maybe make the quality a little lower, but give us some better footage on the YouTube side. Let's see if that helped at all. Did that help? It's probably going to be a little bit, fuzzy still. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm going to have to be running a, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm going to definitely have to hardwire the system into the garage here so that I have a direct line into the Wi-Fi, because this is not the best. StreamYard tends to not work great via Wi-Fi. So I'm probably just going to have to hardwire directly into my internet. So this is going to be as good as it can really get this morning. Hopefully everything's working a little bit better for you guys. But I am sorry, we're just making little changes every week, and it's hard to test until I go live again. So we will see if that is going to be okay. We do have a crazy new, 1,000 megabytes per hour or per second router. So it's not really that the Wi-Fi is bad. It's just the house is made of all brick and cinder block. So it doesn't really send that much internet through the walls in our home. So, that's not great. So hopefully that, isn't the same on your guys' end, but it's going to happen, unfortunately, until we can get that all figured out. I am very sorry for the quality of the footage, but next week, hopefully it'll be perfect for you guys. We did get a new computer again. So now I am running a Mac in the fish room here, because I run a MacBook Pro, and then at my office, I run a Mac as well. And then I have an iPhone. So I want everything to just be connected together. So wherever I'm at, I can be doing my job and or YouTube stuff. So that is why we changed over to this. So this is running directly through the new computer now. So it should be a lot better as far as speed goes, which is good. So we will just keep going and slowly make some good changes as we can. So let me say some more good mornings to everyone. Redfish, Bluefish, Valleyfish, Lindsay, Carrie, good morning. Big Tank Hank, good morning to you. All right. Yeah, everyone's saying it's looking a little bit better. It's just pixelated. I'm sorry, everybody. That's just going to probably be what, is happening today, unfortunately. I'm very sorry for that. but we will get it figured out as the weeks go on. Let's see who else we've got in the house. We've got Leo, had a question, just started. My planted 20-gallon long tank, and I think I overfed, had some white fuzzy stuff on the substrate on the leftover food. I removed it manually. How to treat? Yeah, so that's just a fungus that's going on the food. So it's a bacterial bloom that's going to be surrounding that food. So as long as you removed it, you should be totally fine. Just check your nitrates and your nitrites levels just to make sure that, you know, that's it's gone out of your tank now. But you should be good. Yeah, Redfish Bluefish says the only thing StreamYard is good for is simple on-air interviews. It is not great for anything else. Yeah, it's very true. Now that I'm over the 1,000 mark, I can do a lot more with YouTube. And so I think I'm just going to be streaming direct through YouTube from now on instead of going through StreamYard. It just adds one more clunk to the system, unfortunately. You know, it's okay, I guess. But we'll make it better as we go. And that's just kind of, you know, we're all learning here. It's a learning process no matter what we do in life. Everything is going to be a learning situation, and learning from you guys has been an incredible process. Being able to put out audio and video and have you guys give me feedback is always appreciated. And I just absolutely love the community that we have around us. So really, really cool that we can get the feedback, we can learn from each other, and we can kind of grow as a community. So drinking the coffee this morning out of the Bob's Burgers Coochie Kopi mug. It does have a little lid so we can keep our coffee nice and warm. So that is an awesome new addition to the fish room. Thank you to my lovely lady for that. My birthday was on the 8th, and I got a ton of really awesome things. So I got, number one from my fiance was the mug. Number two, I got a stand-up paddleboard, which is awesome. It has fishing pole attachments. Let me see if I can get this to, there we go. It has fishing pole attachments so I can fish off of the stand-up paddleboard. Super excited about that. We are actually going to be going camping this weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, down in southern Utah. So I can put it to the test. I can test it out. So I'm super excited about that. And then let's see what else we've got. We got my parent-in-laws, or my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and my sister-in-laws all went together. Oh, the kitty's joining us this morning. Don't step on the keyboard though. Got me a gift card to the local pond store to get some koi fish. So I'm super excited about that. So I am, when they get some new ones in, probably in the fall time, we'll be getting some koi for the 270-gallon pond that we just built, which we're super excited about. I think Trent put the link to that video in the chat already. So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go give it a watch. So currently I am on the schedule of putting out videos on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then streaming on Sunday. So hopefully you guys like that. That new kind of schedule, I guess, is a way of putting it. We have a lot of content in the garage right now, like a lot. So I am, no, you can't eat the brine shrimp. Cats. A lot of content coming out. We got lots of unboxings. We've got projects. We've got, you know, all sorts of really cool tests and new fish coming in. So lots of really, really cool things going on. But we have a lot of videos. So I'm going to be putting out 3 a week along with the stream for the next, I don't know how long. It might be forever. It might be just the summertime. Probably will be the summertime. But, you know, that's more than likely what's going to happen. Let's see what else we got going on in the chat here. We've got lots of people hanging out. Let's see, redfish, bluefish, overfeeding, flake food will always also cause bacterial nematodes, white hair like worms everywhere, which food feed on bacteria. Yeah, so that's what that is going to be. Snails, snails, snails. I love snails. Exactly. We did get some new snails into the garage, and we will be putting out a video on that as well. But it's in this tank right here. We've got some mystery snails, super awesome mystery snails. It's probably going to be next month when that video comes out. But hopefully by then, we may actually have a clutch of eggs to go along with that video. So Redfish Bluefish said the video finally cleared up. Okay, good. That is what I want to hear. I am going to double check on my end and make sure that. Okay, cool. Video is clear. I think what was happening was I was trying to run YouTube and StreamYard at the same time, and it wasn't working great for me. So JN Aquarium, good morning. Down the wormhole, good morning, Dia. Good to see you. Chevy Fish says, love that mug. Yeah, this is an awesome mug. Absolutely incredible mug with the little lid and everything. It definitely, you know, it does its job. And I love Bob's Burgers. We watch it almost every single day. We've seen every episode so many times. We know almost every word to the episode. It looks like we got some chats going on between some people here. Carrie said, Guppy Guru, the picture is much better. Glad you had a nice birthday. Yes, it was an awesome birthday. It really was. My little nephew came over and hung out with us. He is the cutest little guy. We got him. So his birthday's on the 2nd of July. Mine's on the 8th. My grandma's is the 7th. So we have a lot of birthdays very, very quickly. So we got him a bunch of really cool stuff too. So it was really fun to have, you know, the really close family come over and wish me happy birthday. My dad came over on the 7th, and we had pie and all sorts of stuff together. So it was really, really cool. Aquatic Monkey Business says, don't forget to like the video. I appreciate that, monkeys. You guys are awesome. They are the absolute best. They gave me a very, very sweet happy birthday video, which I am very, very thankful for. And then, of course, Fisher and Fever on my birthday put out the video to congratulating me on my 1,000 subs. And that was even more awesome. The community is beyond incredible. And I love each and every one of you. So it's really cool. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. It's going to be very vague. So just keep in mind, it's going to take a while for this process to happen. But Ian and myself, who run Salt City Aquatics, are making some changes here. We're going to be making some changes. We're going to be building the community in a different way. And we're going to be doing it in a way that we want it to be done more, so that we can actually have a better community focused on getting fish from us hobbyists to other hobbyists. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get all the kinks worked out and everything, but we are really excited. We're going to be rebranding, new name, new everything, and we're really, really excited about it. So hopefully you guys will like it as well. And there's a bunch of you I will be reaching out to in order to, you know, potentially join us on this venture, to spread the community, spread the fish that we all love to more people. It could be really fun for the community to work together on this. So Vince says, I got some new mystery snails this week from Flip Aquatics. They are great. That's awesome, man. I actually have never ordered from Flip. I really do like their channel. I like everything that they're doing, but I just have not ordered anything from them. So Gigi says, oh, he has the same birthday as me. Yes, my little nephew Colt has the same birthday as you, Gigi, which was really easy to remember because we sent you over that video on Instagram, you know, wishing you a happy birthday. But yes, it is your birthday and my nephew's is on the same day. So let me see if I can actually, I'm going to share my screen. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, so I think we're going to be sharing the screen. Let's see if it'll happen here. There we go. Okay, so now hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here on my screen. So I just wanted to go through a couple of the new fish we actually added to the saltcityaquatics.com. So there's a few more of my guppies on here. And then Ian came over and we took some new pictures, which is really cool. So right here, we've got the new Czech Guppies. So we've also added another feature to the site that if you have gone before, you've seen this already. But if not, this would probably be the first time you've seen it. But most of our fish, we are actually now doing just a flat price on. So they're going to be $35 for the pair, and then you can select a trio and it'll be $45. And we're just doing this across the board, unless something is, of course, a cheaper fish, which does happen. You know, there are some strains that are going to be less money, but we're making this change here. We really want people to understand that a trio is definitely the way to go. But if they want to do a pair, they can. But these are really awesome fish. These are probably one of my new favorites. So these are the Czech Guppies. So these are not show quality fish. The IFGA doesn't really show well with the round tail genetics. But I absolutely love these. These are absolutely a gorgeous fish. They do very, very well too. They do really well as far as like any tank setup you've got. Then we've got the Platinum Galaxy Tigers, which are really awesome. See, these are the lower price here because we do have a good, you know, amount of them. So $35 for a pair, or for the trio here. But these are really gorgeous, gorgeous fish. They have a really awesome body coloration, and they have the double blow, which is the two kind of tails here, as you can see. They kind of have like two bumps, and that's called a double blow. So those are really gorgeous fish. Let's see what else we've got in here now. Ian's got a new fish up on the site as well. He's got the metal yellow guppy pair, which I actually think these are probably like a yellow-green lace. But the person he bought them from called them the metal yellow guppy. But I think they're like a yellow-green lace. But really gorgeous fish. Same scenario, $25, $35. So really, really awesome fish. I think he paid like $65 for the trio of these. So really, really good deal there. And that's our goal, is to kind of just bring these fish that normally would cost people, you know, a little bit more money into the fish room for a lot less for them. This is actually a fish that I need to make a video on because these are absolutely incredible fish right here. So these are called glass bellies or jellybean guppy. So they're really, really awesome. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in. But they actually are clear in the abdomen. So you can see all the intestines. If you see each of these kind of darker spots right here, those are actually all of the fry developing inside of the mother. So if you want to kind of get a fish that would be a kind of a fun science experiment to see how guppy fry develop, or like teach children or someone new in the hobby kind of how it works with the live bearer, this is an incredible fish for that. So really, really awesome fish. These are bred by a local breeder, and I was able to get them at an auction. So really cool fish there. We also now have the Dwarf Panda guppies. These are actually a Dumbo panda. So they actually have the Dumbo fins, as you can see in that picture. You can see how big that fin is. Really, really awesome little fish. So these are perfect for like a nano aquarium, since they are a dwarf size fish. They only get about maybe a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch long. Really, really cool fish though. The females definitely are larger than the males. And the females don't show a whole lot of coloration, but the males are absolutely gorgeous. And these are really, really fun little fish. So if you have a small, like 5-gallon tank or a 10 that you have planted, this would be a perfect guppy addition to that tank, especially with like some red plants and that kind of stuff in there. We also have the Platinum Pingas, which this is actually a very fascinating fish. I need to do a little bit more research on it and make just a video just about this fish, just because the fish itself is absolutely incredible. There's a lot of science behind this fish. So this is the Platinum Pingas. Very, very beautiful fish. They have a really cool like yellow coloration on their fins, and then more clear too. And then sometimes they have a little bit of pink in their body, but the platinum head. So really, really cool fish there. Absolutely love those. Hopefully this isn't boring you guys kind of looking at some of the fish we have. But I just think this, we got some new fish up, so I thought I'd show you. The red leopard guppy pair. So these are Ian's fish. Very beautiful, beautiful fish that he's got here too. So Ian and I both kind of are separating some of our strains in order to make sure that, things are staying alive and doing well for you guys. I've got a lot of the more expensive stuff, and he's kind of keeping the more beginner line price fish, which is awesome, so that we can have a good variety of price on the site. So we are out of stock right now on the half black yellows, but these are another beautiful fish for sure. Absolutely lovely fish. These are great for like outdoor ponds, that kind of stuff. We've got the ram's horns. The Medusa guppies are doing very well. We had more drops of those every single day. Those are really cool. The mutt guppies are doing really good. We did move a bunch of them out into the pond, so there will be a video coming out on Saturday for that. But lots of really cool different colors out of the mutts. These are another one of Ian's strains here, the emerald pink mosaics. Very beautiful. This top fin is so long on those fish. Absolutely love that. The purple Dumbos, of course, we always just leave them on the site even though they're out of stock. But they are coming back hopefully soon. But one of my favorite fish. I actually sometimes don't want to sell them because I love them so much, but you guys also love them, and my whole goal is to get you fish that you will enjoy as much as I do. So that is why, those are some of my favorites. The orange tucks are really, really great fish too. Once again, this like they call them like orange rose guppy or red rose guppies. They have this really long top dorsal fin. Absolutely beautiful fish. Ian's done a great job in breeding these. So, and he just dropped the price on those down to 15. He's got quite a few of those. These are no longer available, so I need to have Ian pull those off of the site. The pink peacocks are another one of Ian's strain. As you can tell, Ian kind of has this thing going. He likes the blue body with the orange tail almost on every one of his fish. So if you see a blue body, orange tail, that's more than likely one of Ian's strains. But really beautiful fish here as well. Again, top dorsal is gorgeous. This one actually has a really cool, almost like koi genetic that's coming through right here. So the orange on the top of the head is really starting to come through, as you can see right here. So really beautiful fish. But I just wanted to do a quick show and tell on those for you guys. Hopefully that wasn't too boring, but I wanted to show off some of the fish that we just got on here. So, all right, now I'm done with my go check out the site spiel. Hopefully you guys liked those fish. So we will see what's going on with the site here soon. Let's get back into the chat and see what we've got going on. We got a lot of stuff going on in here. All right, so let's get back into the chat. James says, my big snails have eggs. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. I love when anything, drops anything, fry, eggs, whatever. It's really awesome. Chevy Fish said, happy belated birthday, aquatic monkeys. Yes, they are incredible. Tiffany White says, good morning, fishy friends. Rainy day here in Tennessee. Ooh, I wish it was raining here. It is too hot. It was like 101 yesterday. It is not fun. Not fun. Yeah, well done, Tank says, Tiffany White, feel free to send some of that my way for sure. Yeah, Trent and I are both in the same valley, and it's so hot. So hot. Leo says, as soon as you get more shrimp, let me know, as I can order some with a trio of guppies. And thank you for that advice. Found a little more this morning after morning. Think the Corys are kicking it up. What was left? Yeah, for sure. It's something definitely going on for you. But those shrimp, I talked with Ian yesterday. He brought me a couple just so we can split his line of the blue raz. And I can show you guys our shrimp too, because we do have shrimp on the site. Let me see here. Since we're already on it, we might as well just show it. So we've got the shrimp. So these blue raz shrimp are Ian's shrimp. So he brought me down some. so that I can have the strain as well, so that we can just hopefully, you know, get 2 lines going in case there's a crash in one of our tanks or something. We don't lose the whole strain of shrimp. So these are gorgeous, gorgeous shrimp. He actually named them himself, I believe, but they're like a blue-red really shrimp. So really, really cool shrimp. Actually, I think we've got some plants too. Let me see if I can. Yeah, we got lots of plants. So we got jungle val, spiral val, guppy grass, java moss, and then some rotala rotundifolia. Really great plant. If you're looking for like a really nice, quick growing stem plant that shows some reds, this one's very easy. Grows very, very well. So that's a really awesome plant. I've grown way more than I need of it, and that is a very good price for the stock that you get. So it's 5 branches of it, and it's not 2 inches. It's actually probably like 6 inches to 8 inches now, because they've all grown up so much inside of those. So, and then we also have merch on here too. If anyone wants some merch, we have the Salt City Aquatics one, and then we have a Guppy Guru shirt. I don't think we have too many hard goods left. This is actually sold as well, so I need to have Ian pull that off. But this is a really cool thing that Ian actually developed for his tanks. So he actually 3D printed this whole assembly and made it himself. So it just sits on the edge of your tank, and then it holds a water bottle so that you can do like an auto top off practically for all of your tanks. So really cool idea that he came up with here. I don't think he came up with it, but he designed it himself as far as the 3D printing goes. But really, really cool idea here in order to make sure that your tanks always stay full. So really fun idea there. So, all right, back to the stream. We'll get back to the chat. I just had to show off some more stuff. Manes, tails, furs, and fins. Good morning. Welcome. Got lots of people in the chat this morning. I really appreciate it. We got 29 people watching. That is awesome. So cool. All right. Let's see. Just James says the baby mollies are doing great. The guppies too. That's really cool. Keep in mind you might get some muppies, which is a guppy molly mix. They are sterile, so you won't get any fry out of them, but you might get some fry from that genetic cross, which is really cool, actually. All right, let's see. Yeah, well done, tanks. Thank you for answering that. Leo asked if adding shrimp to a tank will cause any issues, and as long as that tank is seasoned, like Trent said, they should be fine. You probably want to wait at least 2 months or more if you can before adding shrimp to a tank, because they do need that bacterial like growth in there. They need the biofilms, all that like microalgae, that kind of stuff that's in a tank, but that only comes over time. So you don't want to rush that process. Yeah, Trent's saying the exact same thing as I just did. So sorry, I should have read down further, but thank you, Trent, for answering those questions, since I've been kind of on a rant there of the site. Anthony's Fishy Friends, good morning. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. Even if you're lurking, just smash that like button and then just lurk. I love it when people just come and hang out and listen to us talk. It's really fun to do. Leo asked, well done, tanks, if adding easy carbon will help control that fungus. And he answered that question with, I would not worry about adding easy carbon. That is more geared to algae control, water changes, and letting the plants eat the nutrients is your best route, in my opinion. So yeah, Trent and I had that conversation the other day too. I went out to his house in order to film a fish room tour. So we are working on that. It was like an hour of footage that I'm going to have to start editing probably today. It might take me a whole week to edit it. But really, really cool. Really cool tour, and I'm very excited to put it out. So we may end up putting out the whole hour long. I'm not sure, or we may do like in a couple Sundays. That may be the stream is just the tour of Well Done Tanks fish room, because it was awesome, and I don't really want to just put out the video and have people watch only like 10-15 minutes of it. I'd like to, do the tour as a live and give the credit that Trent is due on that. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. And I also like the fact that we could interact with you guys during that tour. So we can like have people ask questions while we're doing the tour, and then he can answer them back, or I can answer them back. I think that'd be really fun, just a more connected fish room tour. Down the Wormhole says, nice variety for sure. Yeah, we've got some really cool fish on the site. There also are some more fish that I am breeding that are going to be coming out later, but they are just not to the point where I am comfortable enough selling them yet. I just want to make sure that the strains are breeding pure 100% before I send them to anyone. All right, let's see. We got Lefty in the house. Good morning, Lefty. We got Chevy Fish just saying good morning to some people. Jessica Taylor, good morning to you as well. Aquatic Monkey Business says rain and heat. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, I love the rain though. The rain is just absolutely awesome. Lefty says, just realized the top off looks like a stealth bomber. It totally does. It does look like a stealth bomber. That is for sure. Stealth water dispenser. Yeah, the fish don't see it, so it kind of is true. Zen Ginger, good morning. Good morning, folks. Finally got coffee. I can function. Not promising to be pleasant yet, though, but I made it. I appreciate you coming and hanging out in any way you can. Zen, you are awesome. Absolutely love it. All right, let's see who else we got in here. Jesse James says, oh boy, now I have something to look for. Yes, for sure. All right. Leo says, thank you. Going to do water changes. Always good to do your water changes. After I'm done with the streams here, I usually jump right into my water changes. And it usually takes me, now with the Python, not too long. So it's actually really fun to do a water change. I love water changes. All right, we got some other people coming in. Aquatic Monkey Business says, just ordered the top off, want to try it out. Ian will love that. I don't think we've actually sold any on the site, but it's an absolutely incredible idea, especially because like he will go on like camping trips over the weekends and stuff, and with his shrimp, he can just put his RO water in there and just leave it, and then he doesn't have to worry about any evaporation in his tank. So really, really cool thing that he designed there. So hopefully you guys like it. I would love to see the video you guys put out on it, because I'm sure it will be incredible. Another thing that I'm going to put in the chat here is actually Aquarium Co-op's new video they just put out this morning. So here's the link to it down in the chat. But they just put out a video on live bear disease, or what could be considered live bear disease. Absolutely awesome video. Corey did an incredible job. It's one of those things that it's so hard to make a good video on that because there's so many parts, and Corey just nailed it out of the park. It's perfect. It's exactly what you need to hear. People are having those questions all the time, and absolutely perfect. Corey couldn't have done it any better, and hopefully that will help a lot of people with those issues. The biggest one being Calamanus worms in the guppy world, at least in my opinion. That is the worst one I've ever had. There is some, wasting disease, that kind of stuff, but Calamanus worms tend to be the worst one because they just spread like crazy. But that is an awesome video. Definitely go check it out if you haven't yet. Corey is an incredible person. He is now like kind of sponsoring the fish room here, and I am beyond excited for that in the future, because it just means more for you guys. As you can tell, right up here, we've got the extreme fish food lineup, and then we've got a couple Aquarium Co-op easy feeders where we put those into test. So there's one right here behind this black piece of fabric. So we're testing that one out. Oh, gotta sneeze. Cucumber. Cucumber? It worked. Okay. All right. We got Dragon Lair in the house. Good morning, Dragon Lair. So Dragon Lair actually filmed himself for the Fish Room Fever 1K thank you video. I am very thankful for that. He does not normally get on footage, So really, really cool that you are willing to do that for me. It means a lot. Lefty says, I mean, would we expect anything less from Corey and the co-op? Of course not. That is one company that if you can have any relationship with them, even just being a patron of theirs, it means so much for just the hobby in general. Like Corey being able to support my channel and all the other channels around the country that, you know, get them a free something here and there to try it out, or, hey, I don't have enough money to try this. Is it possible to get a damaged one? Corey will do that for you. And that is really, really awesome. He's just a really good person for the hobby. Lefty said, let's see, Mandy, good morning. I was actually watching that video before this live stream. Corey did an amazing job as always. Yes, that is probably one of the best videos I have ever seen on the live bear disease, or the plethora of live bear diseases that are out there. I was going to make one, but I really don't need to now, because that video, I can't even compete with it. It was perfect. So maybe down the road, I could make a video on like Calamanus worms and just showing the process of, you know, the eradication of those and how to get rid of them step by step. But as far as just explaining it and going through it, Corey did an incredible job. It's really, really cool that he did it. Lefty says, I wish I lived closer and not 36 hours away. Yeah, I live about 18 hours away from Seattle, 16 hours away from Seattle. So I'm closer than you, but still too far away. But I do have family up in the Washington State area. So probably next summer, we are going to be going up and doing some family stuff up there. And I will probably, hopefully, if COVID and everything's calmed down, I will jump up there and actually go visit the co-op in person, because that would be really cool. But this year, I am not going to be able to. I am actually leaving on Monday to go to Portland, for work, and I have family in like the Vancouver, Washington area. So I'm going to be going over and seeing some family, which would be awesome because I haven't seen them in forever. So it'll be really cool to catch up with all my family and see everybody. I miss them, so miss my family. I'm going to go up there, and then I'm also going to be on the on a stream as well. So let me pull up the link for that and see if I can get that into the chat here for you guys. Hopefully this doesn't just destroy the footage here, but let me make sure this is, yep. So this coming Tuesday, I will be on the multi-tank addiction stream at 5 o'clock Pacific. So super excited about that. I was hanging out on Chris's live stream last night. And I messaged on there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in Portland. Would love to stop by and see your setup and hang out with you for a bit. And he's like, well, why don't you just come onto the stream with us? And I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I will be on the stream Tuesday at 5 Pacific, which would be really awesome. Chris is an awesome person, really great artist and incredible person for the hobby. So I'm really excited about that. Down the Wormhole says, I feel far away from everyone too, boo. Yeah, it sucks that you're in Canada and that we cannot go to Canada right now. But it's really cool that we have, like, you know, this connection where people can hang out via the internet and just chat and talk and nerd out. And it's just really, really fun that we have this ability. So Chevy Fish says, I live 30 hours away from the co-op. Yeah, it just feels like it's forever away. But I am so glad that Corey does have like the online store, because there's nothing better than being able to get that kind of quality shipped to your door. So Lav, good morning. I was talking about your snails a little bit earlier. I said we got some snails from you. They are in this tank right here. They're doing great. I don't think there's any on the front glass. No, they're all hanging out in the middle of the tank, of course. But But those are some awesome snails. The video I told everyone would be probably coming out the beginning of next month, unfortunately, just because I have so much scheduled. But absolutely incredible mystery snails. Very excited for those. If you are looking for mystery snails, definitely go check out Lav on Instagram. I'm pretty sure Trent will put the name of your Instagram channel, or you can put your Instagram channel up on the chat there, Lav, because absolutely incredible. Let's see. Dragon Lair says, I don't want to be here, y'all complaining went away down here in the backward south. Yeah, I mean, you're probably what, 48-hour drive? 72 hours? You're all the way across the whole country. So you got a long way to go. So there is the name for Lav right there. If you want to go onto Instagram and give her a look, she is called the Mother of Snails on Instagram. Absolutely incredible channel. She gets some incredible footage. So if you guys want some really good quality snails, hit her up on Instagram. She will definitely help you out. So yeah, Trent did it for you too right there. Apparently it is 12 hours, 45-minute drive from the coop with P stops, more like 15. Not sure about the border thing. Yeah, I don't think you can cross the border right now, Dia, unfortunately. Hopefully soon we will all be able to, and we can do like a Canada camp out or something and meet everybody. So also I wanted to show this. This was another new purchase that I got in the fish room here. So this is now my new mouse pad, and it is 2 guppies. It says, "You're the greatest mom ever." And then at the bottom it says, "Except for the 3 times you tried to eat me when I was a baby guppy." I just thought that was awesome. It was on Amazon for like, I think $10, and I couldn't pass it up. So that is my mouse pad right here on the streaming setup. So really, really awesome. Lav says, "Thank you so much, guys. So nice of you for the shout out." Of course, Lav. We support the community here in every way possible. It's one of those things we talked a little bit about it earlier, about the changes coming to the Salt City Aquatic site. And that is the main goal of all these changes that we are going to be doing, is to spread community, to build community, to bring people together, to bring fish to people that couldn't normally get fish. It's just going to be really awesome. And I hope that the kind of what we are imagining and wanting for the community of fish tubers and other people in the community that don't do fish tube, that are just really great at breeding fish, have this outlet. And that's what we're really, really hoping for with this expansion. So it should be really, really awesome. And I hope you guys all love it, because Ian and I are stoked. We had a meeting yesterday. Courtney was involved with it too. We came up with a really awesome name. We're coming up with new fun stuff. I got to make a logo today for it. Ian's working on the site build. It's going to be huge, and we are very excited about it. So hopefully you guys will embrace it and give us feedback. Oh, excuse me. And help us out with it, because it's going to be really, really awesome. We're going to love it. And hopefully you guys love it as well. Big J, good morning to you. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Chevy Fish says, "Dia, drive to the border and accidentally paraglide over." Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dia could do that. Yeah, she could do that. I believe in you. Good morning, Crown Tail Half Moon. Good to see you. It's probably nighttime for you, I'm sure, or afternoon for you. We got lots of stuff going on. Yeah, Big J, it's always good to see you here. Your store is not open on Sundays, correct? So Big J actually owns a store in California, I believe is where you're at. Really awesome guy. He does some incredible Monday morning live streams where he does his water changes and just kind of hangs out with us and lets people come onto a stream with him. So really fun. Also, if any other fish tubers ever want to join the stream with me, let me know. I am more than happy to get that scheduled and figure out. It's just we are early in the morning, and for some of you guys, it's even earlier. So like if you're on the California side, It's 8 o'clock start time, so some people that's a little too early for a Sunday morning. But you know, it's really awesome that that we can be the first one in the morning, kind of warm everybody up for Dia, because Dia is really, really cool. Aquatic Monkey Business is asking where your store is, Big J. If you want to let them know the location and the name of your store in the chat, I'm sure they will come and support you. But I think you're down further than them. They're up in like San Francisco area, but they like road trips. So maybe they'll road trip down to you. You never know. Good coffee. Really good coffee this morning. An even better mug. Also, we are wearing the Wild Fish Tanks shirt this morning. If you didn't see Trent's new video that he just came out with, let me see if I can get that in the chat here. Absolutely awesome video. I loved it. Let's see here. I should have had this link because I was thinking I was going to do this exact same thing. Let me see. Boom. There you go. That is the link right there. It's in the chat to Trent's new video. It was about, you know, tips for building a fish room. So I gave some of my tips, and Wild Fish Tanks Ryan, the lucky schmuck, gave some of his tips. Absolutely incredible video. Trent has been putting out some awesome content. If you aren't subscribed to Trent's channel, Well Done Tanks, definitely go do so because he has some really cool stuff. And I'm really excited for the tour video that I was able to film for you, Trent, because I think it's going to be really, really fun. I was watching some of the footage and it just came out crispy and perfect, and very excited for it. Let me see if I can show just like some B-roll of some of the stuff you got, just to kind of give a sneak peek. So let's see here if you guys can see this at all. So that's one of the tank setups. Let's see if we can get another tank set up. Absolutely gorgeous swordtail fish right here. So these are kind of the things that you will be seeing in that tour video. Very excited for that. There's some stuff that Trent hasn't even shown on his channel, and really, really cool. So Guppy Guru showing some sneak peeks. Yes, I am, Trent. People need to, you know, they need a little bit of love every once in a while from us, giving a little bit of a sneak peek's always a good thing. So Lab said, in everyone's opinion, what's the best sponge filter co-op? I'm looking for some new ones versus old budget sponge filters. Definitely the co-op sponges. I have now changed over all of my sponges to the co-op sponge. I had 4 plecos get stuck in the 2-chamber super small sponge that you can get on Amazon, and all 4 of them died. So I have never had any issues with the Aquarium Co-op sponge. Love them. The look of them is absolutely incredible. Couldn't recommend them enough, just like Trent said. So definitely the sponge filters from Aquarium Co-op are the way to go. The nice part too is that there's so many different sizes. So if you have a nano one, you can put it in your, I think I actually have a nano one right here. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. I do. I have a nano one sitting right here. All right. So this is the nano sponge filter from the Coop. So this is like really good for like a 5-gallon tank. You can see how small this is, but this is actually bigger than the 2 sponge that you can get on Amazon or eBay. But it's the coarse sponge, still like your normal, and it's weighted. So you put 2 of these in your tank and you're set for a really long time. I just absolutely love these sponge filters. So definitely the way to go, Lab, for sure. And actually probably better for the snails too, because those smaller ones, they can actually kind of chew on. I don't think they can chew on this, so might be better for the snails. Yes, Trent, I agree with you. Couldn't recommend the Coop sponges enough. They are asking what kind of platy that is. And here is the answer for you. The albino kohaku swordtail. I butchered that name during the stream, or not during the stream, during the tour too. I did not say it correctly. Manes, tails, furs, and fins. Let me see if I can pull that up for you, because I actually have a link that you can use, and that will actually help out me and you. So I think it gives you a discount and it gives me a discount. So let me see here. It's epidemic music. Let me see here. Epidemic music. All right, there we go. Let me log in real quick and get you that link, because it is an awesome site. The nicest part about this particular sound group music stuff is it didn't work. Is that they keep adding new stuff, and there's actually like artists on here, so it's not just your standard, you know, instrumental. It's like anything you can imagine. There's, I can't get it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you later. Mane, tail, fur, and fins. I'll send you that link later. But let me just put the, I'll just put the main link in here for you guys, because it is an awesome site. It's not cheap. Keep that in mind. It's you know, a couple $100 for the year, but the music is incredible. You get all sorts of really awesome stuff. You get actual artist music. You can definitely get some really cool like sounds. You can get, you know, horror stuff. You can get soundtracks, theme songs, trailer music, video game music, all sorts of really cool things. And it's always changing, which is really nice. Leo said, well done, Tanks just subscribed. Awesome. Thank you, Leo, for subscribing to him. He is a really great person, great friend of mine. Lab says, cool, thank you guys. I will order some from the Coop. Thank you all. That's what I've been using, the cheapest from Amazon. Me too. Until I bought, I think I bought like 2 or 3 of the sponges from the Coop, and I loved them so much that I went and bought like 30 more. So let me grab another one. I'll show you like the difference in size here, because I also have a large. So these are going to be going out into a tub project we have coming up. I have leaked some of those photos and things on the interwebs, so people do know that those are coming. But this is the large. Oh. So this is the large sponge, right? So super big compared to the nano, like massive. But if you watched Fish Room Fever's last video, you can see you take off the top part. Let me see if I can do this with the nano. I think you might be able to. So you take off the top. I don't know if I can do this with the nano. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah, you can. So if you take off the top of the one that you want for the base, right? And then you take off the bottom of the one you want for the top, you can actually interlock the co-op sponges. So they like stack on top of each other. This is a really bad example of this, because no one's going to be putting a a nano on top of a large. But how cool is that? You can stack these. So I bought 4 of them for my tubs, and I am going to be stacking 2 of the large ones on top of each other in order to get like the absolute best filtration for those tubs. So I'm really excited about that. I will be, of course, putting a video out on those once they all arrive and set up and everything on that. But really, really incredible sponge filters. Definitely recommend them, Lav. And I am glad that you asked us, because this group right here, I think all loves them too. So hopefully they helped you out. Things are so much fun when they are sneaky. Yes. Yeah, so Trent's using it as well. Really awesome site for music for sure. Aquatic Monkey Business has one. Friday Fish Facts, good morning to you. Yes, it is much, much better. The other really nice part too is that it is weighted, so you don't have to worry about those crappy suction cups that are on there, because they're garbage. But yes, you can stack them. So that's, here, let me grab another large and I'll show you guys the correct way to do this. Because that nano wasn't a great example of that. We only have like 4 minutes left on the stream, but you know, this is a good way to spend the time, showing something I am proud to say I promote and I use. So yeah, you take the base off of the one sponge, and then you take the top off of the other sponge, and then you just snap them together, and then you have this massive sponge filter. Like, look at the size of this thing compared to me. Like, this is my whole head. Look at that. That's crazy, right? This is the nano. And that's 2 large sponge filters stacked on top of each other. So this is what I'm going to be putting into my summer tubs outside. I'm going to be putting 2 of these, and we stacked on top of each other. Absolutely awesome sponge filters. So yes, you can stack them. That's one of my favorite things about them, is you can just you can make them, if you want to, you could make them 6 tall. I don't know if anyone's ever done that, but you could. Yes, the medium is my favorite too. I just got the largest for the tubs because it's a 100-gallon tub. So I wanted to do that. When is the next think tank? Ooh, let's see. We did one for last month, so it's going to be this month. And it's going to be, like Trent just said, on his channel this month. So we'll have to figure that out as far as a time. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that we always try our best to figure out when we're all available. I mean, that's the hardest part, is getting a time when we're all available. Aquatic Monkey Business says, Lav, the coop sponges are affordable. They stocked up for, you know, more tanks than my mom says we can get right now. Keyword is right now, but maybe we can get new tanks later. I'm sure you guys will get more tanks. You guys are always finding free ones, and people are giving you all sorts of stuff. Carrie says, I absolutely love the music you share on your videos. Thank you, Carrie. It's one of those things that I'm slowly making some changes to the quality of my content. So we bought that license for that music. We bought a new tripod for filming, so that's a gimbal that actually rotates with me, and definitely more stable. We got new microphones so we can get better audio. We changed our filming quality because Corey over at the Aquarium Co-op said, hey, you need to change this, and gave me a couple tips, so I did. So I really appreciate that. So really, really awesome. We're making some changes. Hopefully you guys enjoy them as much as we are here too. Carrie said, I didn't realize you could stack the sponge filters. Yes, you can. It's the coolest thing. I am actually going to also share another link for you guys here because James over at Fish Room Fever did an incredible unboxing on some co-op products, and I think you guys will love it. He's an incredible person, and what he does over at Fish Room Fever is even more incredible. He is one of those people that I am glad to say I'm friends with via the internet. But his video right here, unboxing, it is up in the chat now for you guys, but he definitely talks a lot more about the stacking of like the sponges and that kind of stuff. So very cool. Aquatic Monkey Businesses, now we have to edit our new video a little more. That's okay, guys, you're fine. Craig said, I stacked 2 large sponges for my outdoor tubs. Awesome, Craig. Yeah, I think that's like the best way to do it because they're so tall. You definitely need to stack a couple. If anything, get them from the weighted feature. More issues with floating up. Yes, there are no issues with them floating up. That is definitely the way to go. I hate those little suction cups when they come off on the cheap ones because they just suck. They're great sponges, but it takes a little bit longer to get them full of beneficial bacteria, especially if you're going to use them to cycle new tanks. Yeah, so when I was putting them in and changing them out from the older ones, I left the small ones in and then replaced them with the bigger ones. Lefty says, and they are cheap. You also recommend adding the Zis no clog to them as well? Yes, I do. I put that into every single one of them. So pretty much what I do is when I order sponge filters, I order 2 Zis no clog air stones with every sponge filter. And I know it's overkill, but now I have way more of the whatchamacallits, the no clog air stones. Whew, this is morning. Now I have more than I need, so I always have air stones rolling around, which is good. Big City Bettas, good morning. I don't know what's happening right now. It's slap happy moment. I have gone too long in the morning. I am not going to be putting my sponges into my aquariums to condition them because I have a pond beneficial bacteria in a bottle. So I will be using that. Oh, that is a great idea. I have been looking for the right size pipe in order to add to the top of them, fish tank barn, and I am going to do that because I do like having the tilted pipe at the top. So I'm gonna have to go and order a bunch of those elbows today. So thank you for that tip. Really awesome. Another great channel. If you have a chance, go check him out. Amber says, I go to the coop for the plants. Even my Oscars don't have a filter. There are a few sponges added air when medicating. Yes, for sure. So yeah, she does really well. Her tanks are incredible. If you guys have a chance, also go check out Big City Bettas. She's got lots of really cool projects going on right now. They're going to be doing a stream over on JH's channel tonight, I think at 3, if I remember correctly. But really incredible people. They are breeding bettas, epistogrammas, angelfish, endlers, what else you guys have? Neon tetras, guppies, all sorts of stuff. So you guys are really cool. I appreciate everything you guys do for the hobby as well. All right. Yes, we are cutting into Down the Wormhole stream. So let's all jump over there and give her some love this beautiful Sunday morning. And as always, be sure everybody to spread that guppy love, and we'll see you in the next one. And be sure to jump over to Down the Wormhole stream and let's spam her with hashtag guru or Guppy Gang. We got to do Guppy Gang. Always Guppy Gang. Hashtag Guppy Gang into her stream, and we'll let her know we're all showing up. So we'll see you guys all over there, and be sure to spread that guppy love. Have a